Welcome, I'll be reacting to Blake's 7, Season 1, Episode 10. This is a commentary, it is not a market substitute. Please support the original and no spoilers in the comments. Gan, you're all by yourself.
Navigation computers propose immediate
Gan.
vision course. Directive on manual override is now required.
Is it that alien implant device?
Blake, I think you better get down to the flight deck. It's Gan.
What's wrong with him, Jenna?
I don't know. He seems to be in some sort of pain. He's obviously got...
Jenna?
Well, that's not good. Is this a residual effect of that early episode with the aliens? Like the programming is only now kicking in? I'm trying to think if he's ever been alone with the Federation and they could do something to him. Sleeper agent kind of a thing, but I can't think of a time.
Gan, listen to me.
Gan's not there anymore. Oof. It's pretty decent choreography, actually. Oh. Go, Avon.
Are you all right? Yes, I think so. I'll be back in a minute.
I just want to say I appreciate Callie here. She did a really quick moment of triage. She went straight to Jenna and was like, "Are you all right?" Looked for any visible injuries. She seemed fine. Then she moved on to Gan, who was in more distress.
Well, the tranquilizer pad should keep him quiet for a while.
2 of them would flatten any one of us for about 100 hours.
If he comes round, he'll flatten all of us for a good deal longer than that. He ought to be put under restraint.
I agree.
It must have something to do with the limiter implant in his brain.
That's what I was
Been
thinking.
bothering him for some time.
Order 66. Gotta get the chip out.
What are you doing?
I want him secure.
Surely that is unnecessary. He is a sick man. Those are not going to help him.
It'll help us.
Among my people, such things are considered barbarous.
All right, just make him comfortable, but I want him secure.
They have to find a surgeon. Is that what this episode is going to be about?
Severe neurological disturbance centered in the 0-3 zone.
The limiter. Honestly, I'm surprised they didn't try to find a way to remove it earlier.
No, that won't do. You'll have to use the radio sensor.
They clearly made all these medical devices out of just random stuff they found. And yet it's kind of neat. It's like early Star Wars where they just took what they could get, like the ice cream maker.
Blake, what about Kinesos? Independent Earth colony. They should have some medical expertise.
What's the journey time?
600 hours.
It's a lot.
You haven't anything like that much time.
Only Epinal, but the problem there is that they're considered potentially hostile.
To the Federation?
To the species, they don't like humanoids in general, and in particular Homo sapiens.
That puts their intelligence beyond doubt.
No, Ava.
I have never taken things on trust. I see no reason to make an exception in the case of a mysterious warning of danger.
Yeah, but you're on a sci-fi show. I think you probably should listen to the mysterious warning of danger.
All primaries and auxiliary computer functions are now aborted.
Zen!
Zen? What? Oh, great.
Check it.
Zen hasn't got it at all.
All right, then, whoever programmed him.
One of these days, I intend to find out who that is.
I agree.
30 hours. That gives it plenty of time to leap out on us, then.
Must you keep on about it, fella?
Sorry, just nervous.
Well, presumably Zen will come back to us when we're out of danger.
Sounds like a good idea. Any chance of joining him?
Try and adjust something, you unbalance something else. Try and adjust that, you unbalance 2 more, and before you know what's happened, the ship is out of control.
Blake, we're drifting off course.
That didn't take long. What was that? There was something over there. I would not leave Callie alone with him because if her people don't believe in restraints, she might just free him. All green? That's gotta be a good sign, right? Oh, come on, Christmas tree.
We're leveling off.
Carrie?
Keep it steady.
It's a trick.
How are you feeling?
Tired.
We were frightened you might harm yourself.
I'm sorry. I just can't remember.
Oh, yes, you can.
I'd like to sit up.
Oh, no, no, no. She was the wrong person to put down here. Mm-hmm. Just stay away from the computer room. That can't be good. Is anyone else getting Wrecker vibes off Gan right now? Remember when he kept clutching his head whenever the chip was bothering him until he eventually snapped and went after Omega?
Something's not right.
Wrecker! You're in direct violation of Order 66.
I wonder if this inspired that. For anyone unaware, Wrecker is a character in Star Wars The Bad Batch.
Jenna, you take my place. Brief Callie.
Okay, Callie's briefing. So we're headed towards a spiral of death, and we are probably not going to survive unless Avon can magically turn the computer back on. This is what I was afraid of. No. He seems to have some sort of mission. Like, this is not just a random glitch in the limiter. This seems to be deliberate. He went straight for the computer room and for the most sensitive thing in the computer room.
Blake, in the unlikely event that we survive this,
Yes.
I'm finished. Staying with you requires a degree of stupidity of which I no longer feel capable.
Avon has a point here. A lot of this was very avoidable. And he did warn against it multiple times, and they didn't listen. And I think one of the worst situations is when you know you're right and nobody will listen to you. You know, the Cassandra issue. I could see him leaving. I don't think he'll do it right away, but he's pretty close to heading out on his own, I think. My theory is he's going to leave, he's going to miss the ship's technology, and he's going to come back, maybe with his own crew, and try to take over. But then he does care about Blake, and in the end, he won't be able to do it. Or he will, and he'll just decide he misses Blake's crew. I don't know, I'm just wildly theorizing right now, based on his personality. Nice lighting effect here on the model. Zen's going to come back online eventually and be like, I told you so. I love science-based space stations. That's why I put one in my own novel series, actually. Oh, she changed outfits. Okay, here's Jenna when they came out of the anomaly. That means between then and arrival, she went and changed. Unless they're trying to show that time has passed. That would be a good way to do it. Oh, nice. We're getting close-ups on the model.
I'm a surgeon. I'm not terribly interested in spaceship design.
He's Professor Kane.
You're one of our senior men. You share the responsibility.
I am ready.
Kane, I cannot allow this. It is completely against station policy.
Bring us across.
This behavior will have to be noted down in the station log.
Oh no, not the station log.
Who's going across to get the assistant? Shall I call Jenna?
No, I'll go.
Oh, good.
Yeah, except he might not come back.
Dr. Reno is ready to come across. I won't be coming back with him, though.
What do you mean you won't be coming back with him?
I'm staying for a look around.
Yes, a look around.
Oh, fine.
He is just trying to find someone who will let him stay.
This way, please.
Do you believe in love at first sight, Jenna?
Not yet.
Villa's little eye roll.
I should like your guarantee that the others will be allowed to leave unmolested.
Aw, thank you, Avon.
Won't need you either, Callie.
I'm not sure I would trust them.
Not that it's any business of yours. I'm going to contact the nearest Federation base.
Ah, I knew it.
I shall need to go back to the Liberator to collect a few things.
Good.
He's gonna go back, feel bad about it, and help them fight off the pursuit ships and lose his opportunity. this episode.
Pursuit ships are only 45 minutes away.
Are you going to operate or not?
All right.
Vibration, acceleration, any movement at all, and it's all over.
Great.
Or you'll kill me.
Oh, no. In 25 minutes, I'm returning you to your station if you haven't completed your work.
Your threats don't bother me in the least, you know.
I shall destroy your hands. 20 minutes.
Like threatening him with a Doctor Strange. Why are they fixing it instead of simply disabling it entirely?
Is there any way we can thank you?
You could try getting caught.
Avon, what have you decided?
Gutless nothing.
Weaponry.
Stop that, I tell you. Take no orders. You struck my hand.
Okay, I guess we're getting a change in leadership here. Oh my. Good thing Avon stayed. That's quite the explosion. I guess it was a one-episode station.
They didn't remove the limiter.
It was not possible.
They've modified
Okay.
it, though. Your ears glow in the dark now.
Hey, let me know when you're ready.
There was so much going on. I'm a little bit worried about Gan now, because it looks like they do have to keep the limiter working if even the top neurosurgeon could not remove it. Although if it was up to me, I would just, I don't know, burn all the circuits or something. Maybe that would hurt him. I don't know, I feel like there's a way they could have turned it off. Then again, you couldn't really trust Professor Kane. Julian Glover is such a good villain. The minute he walks on screen, you're just like... And it was interesting to see a fairly neutral research station basically torn apart because the people there have different opinions about the Federation. And I really liked how he and his assistant were at odds because ultimately the whole purpose of being a doctor is to save life, to help people. And I think his assistant believed that and didn't really care that much about the fact it was Blake's crew. Whereas Professor Kane was so obsessed with his political stance that he failed to see someone suffering right in front of him, which as a doctor he should have empathized with and done his job. The whole sequence where they lost Zen was really interesting as well, to show how almost helpless they are without him. And it was pretty stressful getting through that gravitational anomaly. Overall, I'd say this is a pretty action-packed episode and had some great models as well, like the space station. And I'm glad they did those nice little rolling close-ups, because that was the last we were going to see of it. I would like to see a planet or a base of some kind that they can use and come back to every now and then. You know, like Robin Hood had Sherwood Forest, and that's kind of the galaxy for them, but there was like his spot where he felt safe. I feel like they need somewhere beyond just the Liberator where they can go and relax for a bit. Like a neutral planet or something.